All right. Welcome, everybody. I am so glad that you all joined me this evening, and I'm excited to help you get your businesses launched. This is going to be the start of some really exciting changes in your life. I know it was for me when I joined as a coach, and I'm just really pumped that I have the chance to have a part in it. So thank you. The purpose of this training webinar is to provide you with the tools that you need to get started as a Beachbody coach and to give you a game plan or a roadmap to follow so that you can get started on your path to success. At the heart of it, coaching is so simple. We tend to make it difficult, but it's really a simple process. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. It just takes someone who has a heart for people and has a passion for helping others and wants to be fit themselves. That's really it. So we're going to show you how to marry all of those together, those passions together, and create a really awesome legacy for your family. I could keep you busy for days learning new things. I've been a coach for 3 years and I'm still learning. I'm still on my journey of learning and discovering new techniques and all of that. And that's awesome. We never arrive. As long as we remain teachable, we'll be, really great coaches. There's always something or a better way of doing things. But the truth is that what you really need to get started is just a couple basic fundamentals. And that's what I'm going to cover with you today. So Beachbody, our common goal that we share with the company and within our team is helping people achieve their goals and live a healthy and fulfilled life. And this is really what we're all about. It's a people helping people network. And there's a quote that I wanted to share with you. It's one of my favorite quotes from Jim Rohn. You can have everything in life that you want if you'll help enough people get what they want. And that's really what it's all about. That's what we are at the heart, just a company of people helping people and people who've experienced an awesome life transformation and just really have that desire to pay it forward to others. So, new beginnings of a coach. And I hope you love my little pictures I have here for you. Everybody loves babies, right? So day one of a coach, you're like, yay, I'm a coach. What's a coach? I don't know what I'm doing. And it's just that kind of clueless, happy and excited, but kind of clueless at the same time. And if you're not careful, that can lead to feeling a little frustrated and maybe even doubting yourself or doubting why you joined. Just one second. Let me make sure everybody's muted. It can lead to some frustration if you're not careful. And that's what we want to really alleviate today by just giving you these simple tools. Our team is really awesome. We have our team lineage, if you will, goes all the way up to Christine Dwyer, who is the top coach of all time of Beachbody. And we have so many trainings that we can plug you into. And then, just giving you this roadmap that we're going to be doing today. At the end of this webinar, I'm really wanting everybody to feel like I've got this. I know what I'm going to do. I have the next 30 days mapped out and just really feeling confident in your decision to become a coach. So for those of you who don't know my story, I wanted to start out just a really short story about me and how I got started as a coach and what I've been able to accomplish. And it really started back in 2007. I purchased P90X off of an infomercial. It was about a month before my wedding, and of course I'm the major procrastinator that waits till a month before their wedding to lose weight, right? But I saw this infomercial and I thought, that looks hardcore. That looks like what I need. And so I purchased P90X and I started it, and I did about 3 weeks of the program right up to the wedding, and I lost a ton of weight. I got amazing results. So amazing that it's kind of crazy to think that I didn't get back from my honeymoon and start back up on it, right? I didn't. I just totally dropped the ball. And I proceeded the next 5 years starting and stopping and starting and stopping. I'd get the bug and I'd start it and I'd go for a week or two and then I'd quit. And it wasn't until the end of 2011 when I was really at this place in my life that I just needed a change. I needed something new. I was dealing with a lot of issues with fertility We were trying to have a baby, and that wasn't happening. And I had really given that up. And I was at this point where I had kind of gone through a grief process, and it was just a bad spot. And I needed something new in my life. And so I decided to work on my health and fitness, and I started P90X, and I really committed this time. This time was different. I committed to myself, and I gave it 90 days. And I said, okay, I know like this will work, and I'm going to commit to this 90 days, no cheating, just like hardcore all the way, so that I can get the best results possible. Because I really needed, I just can't emphasize how much I needed a change in my life. And I did it, and I lost a ton of weight. I lost a couple dress sizes. And at the end of that 90 days, I felt like an absolute like $1,000,000. I felt amazing. And I was just thrilled with my results. And I was telling everyone about it. And I was really like just sharing my journey. I had like every 5 pounds, I would make up this sign that said like how much weight I had lost to that point, and I'd post it on Facebook. And I was sharing with everyone. And as a result of that, I had people coming to me and saying, Mary, like, what are you doing? How are you doing this? And just people that wanted to, get the results I had gotten. I had no clue about coaching. And so I was sending them to beachbody.com to purchase their program in Shakeology, because it's so amazing. You have to do it, right? And I was helping people. I was coaching. The only difference is I wasn't getting paid. And it wasn't until my second round of P90X, I had lost 50 pounds at that point, that I found out about coaching. And it just made sense. I was already coaching, and I jumped in, and that was just, it was a decision, like I say here, the best decision like ever. It's something that I didn't realize what I was really getting into, or the power that I was tapping into at the time, but it's made an amazing impact on my life. And so if I could like sum Beachbody up in one word, it would be freedom. And for me, it's freedom from that weight that was holding me down, freedom from depression, from my low self-confidence, lack of self-worth, and financially, it has been freedom from debt. So Brandon and I, over the last 3 years, have paid off $55,000 in debt. We were able to send Brandon to school full-time, so that he could get his degree faster than just that, he was going like one class a semester while he was working. We've been able to accomplish a lot. We've been able to save up a lot of money. We're going to be buying a house. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying it because I want you to know that what you've tapped into with this company is really limited only by yourself. And you can take it as far as you want to take it. It's really all up to you. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that a little later. But it's really, for me, it's that freedom to choose. And I know, like, if you're like me, okay, I work full time. And up to now, Beachbody has really provided me the freedom of choice. And rather than making decisions based on necessity and based on like, I need money and like, I need a roof over my head, right? Like, and being trapped in this job where the man like is controlling me. Now I have the freedom to make choices based on what I want to do, not based on a job that's holding me down. And that's really the beautiful thing about it. It's the freedom to be yourself, the freedom to make decisions based on what you want rather than what you have to have. And for me, very soon, it's going to be the freedom to stay home. And I'm really excited about that. So this is what you all have tapped into. Aren't you so excited? It's an amazing, amazing opportunity. So I wanted to go through really quick just a few highlights about the company. Beachbody started in 2007 by Carl Daikeler and John Congdon. And at the time, it was not a network marketing company. It was just a fitness company. But to me, that is kind of an assurance that I'm really into something awesome, because they were able to establish financially a very, very steadfast business that provides security. And I know that I feel like I can trust in the company. Each year, the growth goes up. And it's just pretty awesome. So you are your own CEO. You set your hours. You don't stock inventory. You don't have to have face-to-face meetings with people unless you want to. There's no deadline. There's no requirement to sell anything if you don't want to. You can just get the discount, the 25% discount, You can earn 25% commissions on stuff you do sell. And when you start building a team underneath you, you qualify for team bonus. And that is really awesome. That's where people make a lot of money doing this, is by building a team and a network of coaches. You can also qualify to earn free trips and prizes. And that's something that's really cool. I've been able to go on some pretty awesome trips over the last 3 years, thanks to Beachbody. And it's really just for doing what I need to do to grow my business anyway. All right, so what do you need to know? Building your business takes work, right? It's not gonna just happen. It is your business. You are the CEO. Unfortunately, as much as I would love to, I can't build your business for you. Your upline sponsor cannot build your business for you. It's really on you to make it happen. But if you think about that, that's really empowering, because if nobody can build it for you, then nobody can really take it away from you either. It's really all in your hands. But what your sponsor and me and our team as a collective do for you is we provide you with the tools, the training, the systems, and the resources that you need to make this successful for your business or for your family. You will never be alone in this process. Even though your success is dependent on you alone, you are never going to be alone. We are going to help you in every way we can. Sorry. All right. So let's talk about how we are going to work together over the next 30 days to make this happen. The 3 vital behaviors. This is something you're going to hear a lot about as you build your business. This is something that's going to be constantly in your face, so to speak. And that's because this is really the machine of your business. This is like the #1 system of all systems. It's the lifeblood of what we do as coaches. And all 3 of these are equally vitally important. Vital means necessary. It means it's non-negotiable. It's absolutely critical to your success. And only focusing on 1 or 2 of these is really going to cut yourself short. They work synergistically, and they will bring you massive success in your business and in your personal life as well. And that is so true. Like, it's just like your weight loss. So many things, you know, between my business and my weight loss journey, like, really go together. Sorry, my dogs. So many things just really like work together, and it's the same way with the vital behaviors. And you're going to see with personal development, especially, you're going to see an amazing change in your own personal life as well as with your business. The first one is invite, invite, invite. And yes, it's 3 times. That's because Beachbody is like, we want to make sure you understand this is super important that you invite. And it really makes sense, right? Because how could you possibly build a successful business if nobody knows what you're doing? You have to be constantly inviting and letting people know what you're doing. You have to be proof the products work. This is another one that just makes sense, right? Because if you're not doing the programs and you're not drinking Shakeology, it really comes off disingenuous to tell somebody else to do it. You're not going to be genuine, and that will come across. People will feel that from you. And also because you need that story to tell people, like, hey, I did this program. This is what happened. You know, you can share your story. And that is a huge part of what we do as coaches. It's one of the big parts. And then the third, again, is personal development. And this one is the one, if I could say that there's a stepchild in the trio of vital behaviors, it would be personal development. This is the one that most people really ignore, and to their detriment, I will say. So if you get started now in the habit of really devoting time every day to personal development, it will take you so far. Trust me, it will take you, your business to the next level. And there's many ways that you can get this in. One of the ones that for me is non-negotiable is the National Wake Up Call. And this is every Monday at 8 o'clock in the morning. And this is a call that is put on by Beachbody, and they have the top coaches come on and give us their best practices and their best tips for building a business. They share their story. It's very inspiring, and it's a great way to get free training that's absolutely on point as far as coaching goes. So I highly recommend making that an absolute must with your business. If you missed the live call, we have the archives that you can access, the archives going back to the beginning of time. A couple suggestions for new coaches as far as personal development goes. I love the book You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. That one I highly recommend. Highly, 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 highly recommend. And the second one is Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Both of those are great books, and they're a great place to start with your personal development. All right, so let's get into our business plan for the next 21 days. And this is going to kickstart your business. And it really, it's so simple that it's probably going to blow your mind just because it's so simple. And at the end, you're going to go, is this really all there is to it? And I'm going to tell you, yes, this is all there is to it for the next 21 days. And I know this works. This is how I got started, not realizing it because I wasn't a coach, but this is how I got started. And this is how I've started quite a few coaches at this point who have gone on to do some pretty awesome things. And so I really, really highly recommend that you just break it down and just follow these simple steps. It's not hard. It's pretty simple. So number one, it's all about you. This next 21 days is all about you. You are going to make an investment in yourself that's going to pay off big time for your business. Remember, your body is your business, right? Like your transformation is the foundation of your business. If you don't have that and you can't share that genuinely and openly, you don't really have much to stand on. Just being honest, okay? So the number one objective over the next 21 days is to get the best results possible. It's about being proof the products work. And you're going to find that these objectives I have for you kind of closely follow the vital behaviors. But it's really about diving into your program. Pick a program that you're going to commit to and stick with it. Do it the way it's designed, right? Like read the nutrition guide, follow it to a T. No cheating. You can do this for 21 days. No cheating at all. And drink your Shakeology. All right. This is not only going to give you an awesome personal transformation that's going to make you feel amazing, but it's going to build that foundation and that being the proof the products work, which is really so vital to our business. It's what it's really all about. So this is all about commitment and accountability. So I want you to dive into our team accountability page. It's called Back to Fit. If you're not in there, post in our team and we'll add you. We'll make sure we get you added. But start getting in the habit now of posting in our accountability page, because when you start your own groups, you're going to want people to post, right? And if you get in the habit now, it'll be much easier to transition everyone to how you want things done in your groups. All right, number 2, share your journey publicly. And this is really big. This goes to the invite vital behavior. Number 1, invite. So we're going to start this really subtly, and I want to make sure I'm very clear on how we're going to do this. It's about sharing your own fitness journey, all right? It's not about selling a product. It's not about going on Facebook and saying, hey, I'm a coach, you should join my challenge group. There's going to be plenty of time to do that later, okay? Right now, we're going to focus on building credibility and trust with your current followers. And if you come off right away with, hey, I'm a coach, you should join my team, and you don't have those results to really back up your claim, or you haven't been sharing those results yet and people have no clue where you're coming from, you're going to come off very salesy, and they're going to think that you just want to make a buck and this is just another network marketing scheme. And we don't want people to think that. All right. So it's really important to make sure that you just start by sharing your own personal journey. What's working for you? Like, oh my God, I drank Shakeology today. I've been drinking it now for 3 days and I already can tell like my energy levels are super high. Or man, I'm on day 7 of the 21-day fix and I've lost 5 pounds. Like those types of posts, what will happen is you're going to create a following of people who are really like kind of skeptical a little bit, but want to see like, well, we'll see how this works. They've probably, people that have seen the infomercials, they've heard about Shakeology. I mean, let's face it, Beachbody spends millions of dollars every week on infomercials. Our programs are very highly visible. People know about them. And so when you start posting about them, you're going to have immediately people following you. And these aren't just people that are liking and commenting on your post. You'll also get the phantom followers, trust me. So these are people who don't ever interact on your post, but they're following and they're watching to see how you do. But if you follow this plan and you do this, after about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you're going to have people start coming to you and asking you what you're doing. And this is really the beauty of this plan. And it really flips around your typical sales, like what you think of when you think of a sales job, like banging down doors, right? Like with your vacuum cleaner and your cleaning products, like showing them like, hey, I'll get a spot out for you. I mean, that's what you typically think of when you think of like a salesperson, right? But what if you could flip it around and you could have people coming to you and asking you to help them, asking you, hey, what are you doing? I noticed like you're posting about this Shakeology. What's that all about? That's what we're going to be creating with this plan. I don't know about you, but I'd much rather have people coming to me than having to go bang down people's doors, right? All right, so your social media platforms are your storefront. All right, it's very important when it comes to social media and Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, Twitter, whatever platform you use and you enjoy and you like, it's highly important to make sure that the lights are on. This is your shop, all right? You wouldn't start a Starbucks franchise and show up on Monday and then close down for 4 days and come back on Friday, right? That it would never go anywhere. You have to show up daily. You have to make sure the lights are on, the counters are dusted off, right? There's a welcome mat out front and you like put the bell on the door, like make sure that people know I'm here, right? So what I'm trying to say is make it inviting, make it welcoming, make it a positive place where people are going to want to search you out to see what you posted today because they love reading your posts, even the long posts, okay? Think of people on Facebook that you follow that you are really attracted to. Maybe it could be a friend, it could be like a public figure, it could be anybody, but somebody that you're really drawn to, and ask yourself, like, why do I love to read their posts? What is it about it that draws me in? And I'm going to bet it's because they have a positive, uplifting attitude, right? They're not complaining, they're not griping. Nobody wants to listen to that. We all have our own problems. We don't need to get on Facebook and be inundated with the world's problems, right? So create your Facebook and your Instagram and your social medias as that positive place where people can join you and be uplifted. All right, so number 3, we're going to grow your network. And a lot of this is going to happen just automatically, honestly, if you follow this plan, because like I said, people are going to start automatically following you. They're going to want to know what you're doing. They're going to want to be involved, right? Because you're going to be doing some pretty awesome stuff. They're going to want to be involved with what you're doing. So as people comment and like on your posts and they're talking about your progress, you can reach out to them and reconnect. Send them a private message. Just be a friend. You know, ask questions about how they're doing. Be curious about them. If they ask you what you're doing, like share it with them. I'm not saying not to share it with them, but don't make that a focal point of your conversation. The objective of this whole thing at this point is to connect and just form relationships. All right, so I wanted to give you some ideas of posts that you can do that are non-sales posts but will up your visibility on Facebook. And you can see over here, I have some pictures of posts that I've done in the past. But you really want to be posting every single day. And remember that this is your shop. Again, this is your storefront, right? Make sure that everything's ready. People are invited in. A note about posting your weekly results. This doesn't just have to be a scale result, like pounds lost or inches lost. Some of my best results and the results that have had the biggest impact on my life have not been the scale. They've been the inner changes, the emotional changes, the confidence, You know, being able to post a picture like that of a side plank, like on Facebook, like I would have never dreamed a million years. 5 years ago, if you told me, oh, Mary, you'd be posting pictures of yourself doing yoga poses on Facebook, I would have laughed in your face. That was, you know what I mean? But having the confidence to do that kind of stuff, those are the changes that mean the most. It's not a scale. It's not what happened on the scale. So make sure that you're giving the wide range of results, not just the physical outer results. All right, so after we've completed that 21 days and we've gotten those 21-day results and we've posted those 21-day results, at this point you will have people asking you, what the heck are you doing? All right, so this is when we're going to really kick it into high gear and we're going to kickstart the profit point of your business. So what you're going to do is get together with your upline coach or a team member on our team and co-host a free clean eating challenge with them. The purpose of this is to launch your business in a way that will get you in contact with your current followers as well as new followers. And remember that all of those connections you've been making over the last 21 days, it's time to reach out to those people and invite them to this clean eating challenge. You can grow your network this way in an amazing way, super duper fast way, by advertising in different Facebook groups. If you're into like horseback riding or knitting or, I don't know, bungee jumping, I mean, there's a Facebook group out there for just about every interest that you could possibly imagine. The mommy groups, mom and kid groups are big, or buy-sell groups are great too. But you can post this free eating challenge, free clean eating challenge in those groups, and you can gain a ton of people that way. As a matter of fact, I just did this whole process with the coach last month, and I want to say in just one weekend, one clean eating challenge, she got 50 new people in her network by doing this. Trust me, this works. All right. And the whole goal of this and Beachbody is that we want to be constantly bringing new people in. I never want to run out of people. If I run out of people, my business dies, okay? I've been a coach for 3 years. I've never run out of people. That doesn't have to happen. And grandma can only buy so many programs. So bringing in new people is very important. One thing I said when I started this network marketing is I told myself, I promised to myself that I would never alienate my friends and family by pushing product on them. And I can tell you, complete 100% surety, I've not lost one friend as a Beachbody coach. I have maintained my integrity. My friends still like me, and that's because I've constantly grown my network. So you're going to add value to people. A simple post on someone's page does wonders. You know, find one of those funny memes or whatever and post it on their page and say, oh my gosh, I thought of you today. Those types of things really touch people in a deep way, even though it's super simple. But it's because you took time out of your day and you went out of your way to interact with them and connect with them. Just send a simple PM and say, hey, I was thinking about you. How are you doing? These types of things touch people's lives and they make a difference and they matter. So make those deposits and make those exposures and you will reap the rewards of that. Develop relationships. So be curious about these people you're talking to. Don't just spew a bunch of stuff about yourself. You know, we all think that we're super interesting and you know, we probably have a higher opinion of that than other people do. But most people like to talk about themselves. So if you want people to feel connected to you and you want people to be drawn to you, ask them questions about them and get to know them. And when you do this, you'll build that relationship where they know and trust you. All right, so I know you've been waiting for this. This is like the top secret, right? Like the secret sauce to Beachbody coaching. And all the tips in the world are great, but it's like, what's the big secret, right? So here's the classified on becoming a great coach. The secret is very simple. It's time plus consistency. It's just like any big accomplishment that you've gone for in your life. From day one, baby, when you were taking your first steps, to your first ride on a bike without training wheels, to your first oral report in high school, your marriage, you name it. When you are just starting out on something new, there's always a learning curve that's involved. There's always a lot of things that you can do to ensure success, but without the time and the consistency behind it, you'll never get there. You have to put that time in. So many of us are like this miner that quit digging just before we hit the diamonds, right? So don't be that guy. Be in this for the long haul, commit to it just like you would to your P90X program. And just remember that those things in life that are worth having rarely come easy. All right, so I wanted to give you a few tips for success. Coaches who have the best results, in my experience, are the ones that have that constant connection with their upline sponsor. These are people who are constantly checking in. They're curious. They're asking questions. No question is a dumb question. Don't be afraid. Like, as upline sponsors, we love it when our coaches are plugged in and engaged. And we know that by their interaction with us. So don't be afraid to reach out to your sponsor. At the same time, this is your business. It's your business, right? The best way to learn about your business is to do your own research. So there's an FAQ in the back office that you can search literally any question in the world about coaching and get the answers. You can use Google. We have tons of docs in our team page. And these are all great places to find answers. Oops. So you signed up for $40, right? Like, it wasn't like a huge investment. Starbucks franchises, I think they're going for like $200,000. So what I want to ask you to do is treat this like you would a franchise that you just invested your life savings in. Pretend that you have put it all in, right? You've put your life savings in and you're going for this. Show up every single day. Make sure that you're doing these things that, you know, we've talked about in this roadmap every day, and you will see amazing success. Your fitness journey is in progress always. It's the lifeblood of your business. You need to be proof the products work. And never forget that sharing your journey is absolutely essential to what we do as coaches. It's not hard, but we have to be consistent in that sharing. So let's recap. This is all about you, these 21 days. Like, isn't that awesome? It's all about you, right? Like, get the best results absolutely possible. You're going to share your journey publicly on social media. You're going to start your inner transformation with personal development. And social media is your shop. Make sure it's welcoming. Make sure it's positive. You're going to connect with people and make deposits and exposures and add value to their lives. And you're going to invite other people to join you. So when I first signed up as that new Clueless coach, I heard something that Carl Deichler, the CEO of Beachbody, he said this, and it really kind of stuck with me. In our journey of becoming an entrepreneur, you're going to have ups and downs. It's just a given. There's going to be many times where you want to give up on your dreams, times where you doubt yourself. The ones who win and the ones who achieve and the ones who make those dreams a reality are the ones who never quit. They never give up, because they work for a cause that's bigger than themselves. So make it your number one goal this year. Make this your purpose. Make it your driving force that no matter come what may, I'm going to be here next year. I'm going to figure this out. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to be here next year. I did that, and now I'm 3 years into this, and I'm so glad I did. And so I have a little assignment for you guys from our training webinar. I want you to message your upline sponsor when you get off of this webinar and just tell them, I'm going to be here next year. All right. Make that commitment and you will see some amazing things happen. All right. So you remember this slide, right? The progression from excitement to doubt to education and then empowerment. Well, the only difference between number 1 and number 4 is a little bit of time and consistency. And the truth is that just like any new thing that we start, it takes a little bit of time to figure it out. Unfortunately, most people are like that miner and they quit just before their big breakthrough. So when you feel frustrated, and you will, and when you wonder, what the heck have I gotten myself into? And you will, just remember why you started and remember that number 1 goal we set, that you're going to be here next year. You can see your dreams come true. You can make an amazing difference in the lives of people that matter the most to you. and you can change your family tree. It just takes a little bit of time and consistency and that determination to never give up. And so I wanted to share with you a video that really spoke to me. And I'm just going to play this. It's not very long. I hope it speaks to you too.
I want you to ponder these 4 questions. The first question to ponder when you go home is why? Why go this far? Why try to learn this much? Why study? Why put yourself out? Why try to earn as much as you can earn, share as much as you can share? Why try to become all that you can possibly become? Why develop yourself to the full? Why try to do it all? Why try to take on this much responsibility? Develop every skill you possibly can, see every human you possibly can, go to every class you possibly can, touch everybody you possibly can. Why do that much? Why go that far? Why share that much? Why give that much away? Why try to see everything? Why try to do everything? Why try to become everything? The first question to ponder when you go home is why. Here's another good answer to why. It's the second question. Why not? Why not see how much you can earn? Why not see how much you can learn? Why not see how many skills you can develop? Why not see what kind of person you can become? Why not see what kind of influence you can have? Why not see how many people you can rescue from oblivion? I want you to take that personal. Why not? Why not? You've got to stay here till you go. I mean, what else are you going to do? Why not see how much you can do, how far you can go? Now here's number 3. Why not you? You've got the brains. You can make decisions. You can study the plan. You can change your life. You can grow immensely in the next few years. You can make your dreams come true. You can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. You can become healthy. You can become powerful. Why not you? My very last question on the questions to ponder is why not now? There never was a better time. And what a time now for us to take this dream and not let it die. Take this dream and give it life. Take this dream and breathe into it your own personal spirit until finally it becomes a flame that burns around the whole world.
So how about that? Why not you, right? You're here on this webinar and you took time out of your evening to learn how to get started on this amazing journey. And I want to challenge you. Put yourself into this. Give it everything you've got. Why not you? Why not now? It's time to make the dreams reality. And you can absolutely do it. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for taking time out of your night and spending it with me and for joining this awesome movement that we've started. Thanks for being a part of our family, and thank you for caring about people. Not only are you going to grow beautifully as a person as a result of becoming a coach, but you're going to have an incredible impact, a positive influence, and a dramatic, life-changing difference in the lives of so many people around you. You are a world changer, and we cannot wait to see what you accomplish. So thanks for letting us have a little part in it. Now go out there and make it happen. All right, guys, I'm going to unmute you. If I can figure out how to do that. Does anybody have any questions about the 21-day plan? Did it make sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Good. All right, I really hope like my goal with this is to just kind of like take the pressure off and like give that detailed step-by-step how to do it. And like I said, it's super easy. It's not hard. But I know you guys are all going to be rock stars. It's going to be awesome. So any questions? Last chance for questions. Anybody on the phone who has a question? No? All right. Well, I'm going to let all of you guys go. And again, like, check in with your sponsor and let them know that you were on this webinar. And if you have any questions, I'm here for you. I can't wait to see what you accomplish.